Hello, this is Jess. It's January 2nd, 2017. Oh, wow. January 2nd, 2018. Happy New Year. Alrighty. Forgot all about it. I just got home from work a little while ago. Worked my first little shift. We're going to go right into the tidbits of history. 1980. In a strong reaction to the December 1979 Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, Jimmy Carter asked the Senate to postpone action on the SALT II nuclear weapons treaty and recalls the U.S. ambassador to Moscow. These actions sent a message that the age of détente and the friendlier diplomatic and economic relations that Nixon had established with the Soviet Union had ended. Carter, started that with Russia, the nuclear arms stuff that was going on when they invaded Afghanistan. Russia invaded Afghanistan, and Jimmy Carter lost the election in 1980 to Ronald Reagan, who called the Soviet Union the evil empire, and all the Cold War stuff got started, and it was a big mess. And this was in 1980, on this date, when the first action is taken on a non-friendly relation with the Soviet Union. 1971. 66 soccer fans are killed in a stampede at a stadium in Glasgow, Scotland, as they attempt to leave a game after a late goal by the home team. The rush of people, some people said they were trying to leave, other people were rushing back trying to see what had happened with the last goal that tied it up. It was the last, barely any time left in the game. And anyway, some railings got bent, and it caused people to surge forward, and some of them started to fall down the stairs. And by the time it was all said and done, with all the different people that were on this one area, 66 people were stampeded or crushed in that action. It was the worst soccer disaster in Scottish history up to that date. And apparently this stadium had numerous incidences, since it was built in the early 1900s. One incident involved 24 people being killed. Another incident involved 44 people being killed. One of them, the area was a wooden area of the stadium that collapsed, and people fell 45 feet to their death, this kind of stuff. But they never really fixed the stadium up, and then in 1971 this happened, where 66 people were stampeded. It was 65 men and one woman. Pretty tragic over a soccer game. But anyway, like I said, I did work today. I just worked, basically I worked a 4-hour shift, standing up. I run a machine at my job, cutting wood, and I was able to endure it. My wound's has a little bit more drainage on it than normal at this point. Some blood, but it's healing, and I'll be going back to work on a regular basis here on, just working short shifts for right now, strengthening up the leg area and stuff. Like to say, we went into the new year here. It's very cold outside where I'm at, and we still got a couple more days below freezing before we start seeing a little warming trend. But like to say that I may fail at this from time to time, but I'm going to really try to not go down that path of falling into or following someone else's hatred with hatred back to them. I caught myself a couple of times during these sessions talking about certain people saying things that probably weren't all that great things to say, but it happens. But I always realize it after I do it, and I try to correct my mental thinking on the issues, and I need to learn how to remain calm. That's when my thought process is most clear. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Try to remain true to what I think is correct on how I view things and how I view what other people do and say. I need to learn how to always continually striving to remain calm and cool-headed, while at the same time maybe having some displeasure with it. But I need to learn how to control that. And if I get off track with that, bear with me, because I do feel it, and I do think that it's important to practice what I preach, and that means remain calm and cool-headed to the best of my abilities. But anyway, we're going to cut this short. It's getting close to the witching hour, which will be midnight. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Have a great Tuesday evening. Doctor appointment in the morning. Have a great evening. Bye.